How's everybody tonight? This is Tony. I'm back again. I figured I'd take a few days off, and I saw Coach Strong was kind of upset over last week's performance. Well, I don't blame him, but you know, me personally, I don't know how a coach can be surprised at seeing something like that, because by this point of the season, at this juncture, I would think that the coach is going to have a grasp on the heartbeat of his team, and he seemed to be rather disappointed. Or, well, I know he was disappointed, but I felt like he had a sense of he was double-crossed. Maybe he had a belief that they were going to do something and they didn't follow up on their word. I'm not certain, but at any rate, I would myself like to see some rededication, and we'll find out this week against North Carolina. North Carolina, I've had the pleasure of seeing already, and they're not a very talented team. I mean, well, I should say that, but you know what I mean is there's not so much as there's a lot of skills there, a lot of development. I watched them run out an early lead and hang on for a victory a couple weeks ago, but they struggle a lot on offense because they too have a young quarterback and they too have a young running back, and they don't have tremendous talent, but they are going to be a problem for Louisville because they are bigger than Louisville, athlete to athlete. So in order for us to be able to do something positive about it, we're going to have to be able to pick up our scoring. He alluded this week that he was very disappointed in his offense, and I kind of see some changes. I was going to take a guess by throwing my 2 cents in on what I think his changes are going to be for this week. So sit back, relax, and I'm going to get my board going. I'm going to show you what you're looking at here is basically how U of L's offense normally sets up. You got 2 wideouts on the right, you got a wideout on the left, a single back offense. I think in order for them to move the ball, I showed you in the past how we utilize a fullback by possibly taking the extreme wideout. Notice these 2 wideouts here behind the line. So I take the extreme wideout out of the picture, bring him into the backfield, back here like so. All right, now I'm still working with my 11 men, and now I have a power I setting where it was a spread offense. Now, one more thing, which I think that you have to understand about offense. If you cannot overpower taking your team extremely in a forward motion, straight ahead, running from tackle to tackle through these holes, if you can't get a lot of movement off the line of scrimmage, these guys blocking forward, you have to do what I call outman one side of the field. When I say outman one side of the field, I've got to win. If I can manage to get one side of the field where there's 6 of my players and 5 of theirs, I outnumber the opposition, I might have some success. Now, if you look at it right here, we got 1, 2, 3, that's a guard, tackle, tight end, and you got the slot guy, that's 4, this man 5, ball carrier 6. Now, you want to try to get everybody that round in this direction, coming out here, get this guy what they call a seal block. A seal block is where he literally steps out and turns his body 90 degrees and prevents this man from sliding into this direction after the ball. He's going to impact him right there and cut him off. This gentleman here, he can actually come down here with a block, put one in there. This guy faces up against the first person, shows up. He kind of tails out there on the edge. That's why I always look for them. A lot of times you'll see the same type of setup. However, everybody doesn't like to do it the same way. Instead of this gentleman being wide on the right side, we'll bring him over here, make the defense think that we're going to run something to this side, and then what they'll do is they call it motion. A motion play. Notice how close he is to the line itself, but he's not up on the line with this gentleman here. What he'll do is the quarterback will give him a signal, and he will run behind the line here. And when he gets to a point out here somewhere, wherever they want to make their attack point, then the ball is snapped, and you get the same procedure. But now you got a guy with a running start to make a block right here, and this man make that same block, and this guy makes the same block in here, and you get your guy out there on the run. That's what you're going to see a lot of this weekend. That's what you're going to see a lot of in the next few weeks if you think U of L is going to be successful. They're going to try to get in here with these plays, running the fullback into the line, because he said we have to run the ball, and this is the basics of how you run the ball. So he's going to have to get that man interested, get him active in between the lines, watch for this man. A lot of plays in here, a lot of plays in there. But when they go wide, watch for this man coming across, or watch him to come in here and make that play and just make a block down. They're going to try to get him to the outside. It'll be interesting to see how it works. But I think if they're going to run, that's the way they got to do it. I just tell you, that's my 2 cents. There you are. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's going to wind up how he's going to have to look at trying to drive the ball down the field forward. I mean, we can try hitting some little hook passes, some bubble screens, and things like that that's going to bring the ball up the field. You know, like a short pass is good as a short run if it works. You know what I mean? But I think the running game is going to have to improve, and he's going to have to compact his scheme of things. Being spread's fine, but he's got to bring him in a little tighter and get some more direct contact with the opposition if he wants to get things done. It's only my 2 cents, but that's where we're going. I'll see you next time.